Yeah, I feel good. Get the light on, Brian. I feel good though, y'all. I was just sitting here thinking about that shit that was right now, dude. You should hear it, cuz. There's no time, but. No, that much. Y'all know that I didn't mean that at all. That's the ancestors of my playing, bro. I was getting on here to say something though important. I was talking about moving forward. How like we keep ourselves stagnated. We don't want to move forward. We keep ourselves stagnated. Cause we scared ain't gonna be nothing else to do. A lot of us, I know I do. I stay in a situation for a long time. Well, now that I know better, shit, but like I said, before 2020, I didn't. I stayed in a situation for a long time until I find something else to take over that situation that I like. And I'm enduring and tolerating, even if it's bad. I'm like, I just had to find something to transmute my energy, period. When I got rid of certain drugs that I liked it. And I just recognized, like, when you first get on the drug, like, I'm born in these streets. I watch people go, I watch people drop fast, you know, lose everything for this shit. And I seen the outcome. No matter how you play the outcome the same. And it's like your youthfulness. You'll use it up. Satan to get you to use it up. So by the time you get to your prime in your life, which is really when you start to evolve, you left yourself, you sold your royal oak. Now it's time to build your life. Regardless if you went to college or not, it's time to build your life. And that right there is where the problem come in at. Because now we looking at windows of time now. That's why I tell people after 33, that's a wake up call. Everybody be looking at you 33, man, you finna get lit. You sure is. That's where the kicker kick in. That's where you gotta get grown. It's time to grow up. And you gonna get tested real heavy in them time. And it's gonna, that 5 or 10 years is gonna, depending on what you're doing during that 5 or 10 years, starting at 33, gonna determine your outcome for the rest of your life. If you keep wallowing in your same stuff, you're gonna be a slave. If you grow out of that, see, it's a window of time where you gotta evolve spiritually before you can evolve financially, period. You can't be a middle class without understanding middle class taxes, true middle class. You can't be a true rich person without understanding a rich person's taxes, you know. That's why they play a role in that. It's kind of like a balance ground a little bit for me. I mean, I be wondering how we would make it without it, but then I be thinking like, I don't know. That thing holds some kind of balance though. It feel like I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong, but as long as people don't abuse it, it seems like a pretty decent thing to have. Cause it kind of keep people in their place when they come down to businesses and stuff. A motherfucker man shot on you, bro. Oh, you sit back and say, they'll mash you down. You do a crime with somebody, mash out. You try to find your squad to do crime with, and we calling each other. Nah, you a man shot on you. He a man shot on you. But a smash, no, it's man shot. Yeah, he a man shot on you. But, yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, shot on. Yeah, yeah, man, shot on. But, yeah, man, There's some deep stuff. Like, yeah, but you gotta evolve spiritually. And evolving spiritually means, okay, you know you do this. You know it ain't right for you to do this. Now, when a new level, new devil, it's gonna be something up there you're gonna like to do just like this. So we can't let you take this because you like this up here. Even though it's the same thing up there, it ain't the same. It's like you trying to bring some scumbag, you elevating, but you trying to pull a karmic up there with you. It ain't gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta leave that karmic. You gotta go up there and elevate and be tested by people that's in that same elevated equation. I think. And yeah, you gonna get in that elevation. That's why people getting tested. I don't know if y'all notice it, but uh, I started getting tested in 2020. I started getting tested for the first time with what I liked it to be tested with often. It was like any other time, no matter what it was, and no matter how easy I can get it or deal with it, it was fluent. It didn't become fluent till after 2020, and that's how you could tell, you could feel the energy raised when it came down to acknowledging the energy and the atmosphere when it came down to when you're seeing, your seeing be 10 times greater. So you you it's just about being a man and a woman about everything, facing up your fears. Like for me, coming over that hill, I've been doing the drugs my whole life. So when I started getting off the drugs, it was pretty easy for me not to go back to hell. I was already using the drugs to cope with, you know. And I thought drugs was a way of living. I thought drugs was the way you supposed to cope with life. That's why I grew up in it. And then when I started going to school and actually listening, I was like, oh, we ain't got to do drugs. You don't do drugs? I thought, you don't do drugs? Then people like, hell, I ain't never smoked weed. You got to put your head down. Then you be like, oh, shit. What the hell? And, you know, it's like I woke up. You know what I'm saying? I woke up. I started waking up in high school sometimes. I was like, man, you don't do drugs. It was like a wake up. But by the time I got kicked out of high school, like, you don't do drugs. I thought everybody do drugs. And then I realized I had to taper off these drugs because I had to find my energy balance when I was quitting the drug. So with strong drug, that's why I don't advise no drug. But if you're trying to get off a drug with strong drug, it's this chemical reaction balance where you can't even tell if your energy is raising because you done got so used to the drug. And I really don't like saying that, but that's when people mess around, relapse. They think they think they finna relapse. It's a time where you shouldn't go back. And if you go back during this time, your chances of relapsing 90%. So it's like a window of time, a fraction of time, where you think it's a relapse, but you get fooled into thinking it's a relapse. It's really your mind. It's like a zap your mind. You trying to zap your mind and trying to find out, is my energy not raising or is it a drug? That's why, so when you do test the drug, you still don't get high. I know that only the ones that been on drugs a lot know what I'm talking about. You'll test the drug, you'll go back. Then the relapse start when you go back. Cause see right there, you just found out that you was elevating again. That's when you should walk away. Just pray and tell God to forgive you. You made a mistake. But it's on a medical, on a more medical, in the medical department, you go get help. This is the way the doctor help you with other stuff behind the counter that ain't drugs, you know. But you gotta have insurance for it. So in the poverty line, people tend to. I just want to tell folks that ain't a relapse. That's a trick of the devil to make you think you relapse. That's a good time where your mind trying to find yourself, your energy again. So that's why I tell people just study the brain, study all this stuff. I need to study everything. That's why I say these doctors and these teachers finna get paid. If they start doing right, because it's a lot that we need to be teaching one another that we've been holding back from each other. God, I keep telling folks this. This is how I feel in my heart of heart. God don't waste his time putting his people here, building his people, putting all that work in the angels especially, and putting them on earth to fix something just so y'all can kill it. It's Cypher's energy. And then what you gonna do? Go on the other side and say, tell God. You gonna tell God that? You gonna say, well, during that time that angel shouldn't have been there talking too much, God. So what we took what we did. You gonna go up there and negotiate with God. God created you, bomb. So he knows yours. He got every dimension of you, from your worstest of you to your best of you, and you fall in between. So you just gonna look like a fool trying to sit there and explain that to God. But he know what you should have did, and you know what you should have did. You're just wasting your time. It ain't gonna happen anyway. Cause it's like you get out of that baby brain, and you realize you can't tell that to God at all. 11:17.